say you love me, please don't be shy tonight. This heart of mine is waiting for your honest reply. Whatever words you choose, I will accept them tenderly, even if I must wait forever beneath this lonely melody. Love, please call this feeling love. Don't let hesitation steal the moment, because my restless heart can no longer endure the silence. The jazz piano sways softly, like moonlight dancing on rainy streets, while the saxophone whispers low and aching to the rhythm of my heartbeat. I've waited through endless evenings, counting every passing star, yet none of them could distract me from wondering where you are. Millions of lights may shine above us, but I would ignore them all, if only your voice tonight would answer my secret call. Could it be possible that you and I might someday become one? Even though the world says we are too different, too distant, too impossible for love. Still, every time you look at me, the universe suddenly feels smaller, like fate itself quietly pulling two lonely souls closer together. So please don't say goodbye. Don't tell me this feeling must end, because my heart has already traveled too far to turn back again. The rain outside grows heavier, candlelight flickers golden blue, and every old jazz song tonight feels written only for you. This longing inside me has become impossible to hide, a sweet, unbearable ache burning slowly deep inside. Oh, darling, don't make me wait too long, because this heart is trembling and this love has grown too strong. I can no longer survive pretending I do not care, when every breath I take tonight still searches for you there. So come closer beside me, be before the music fades away, and let this endless midnight romance finally hear the words we're afraid to say. Even though the sky that night was drowning in starlight, and the moon shined beautifully across the silent city, its beauty only deepened the sadness inside me. The jazz piano played softly in the corner, while silver rain kissed the cafe windows, and every glowing light around us felt like a memory already fading away. Tonight, I must leave you behind for a while, to walk the winding roads of my life, to chase the uncertain destiny waiting somewhere beyond this lonely midnight. Please don't be afraid, and don't let doubt fill your heart. Just give me one last smile before the distance tears us apart. Because your smile tonight is the only warmth I wish to carry through the coldness of the world ahead. Goodbye, my love, until the day we meet again. I promise this farewell will not last forever. Like an old jazz song, returning softly after silence, I may be gone beneath unfamiliar skies, traveling through cities filled with strangers. But no matter how far I wander, my heart will still belong beside you. The saxophone cries low and tender, like it understands our pain, while candlelight trembles gently against the rhythm of the rain. And if someday you miss me, look at the moon above, because beneath that same pale light, I will be thinking of your love. This separation is only temporary, just a brief passage through time, a small distance between two hearts, still beating in the same rhythm tonight. So wait for music returning after the final note survives. Until then, let the stars protect your dreams. Let the night breeze whisper my name, and let this endless jazz romance remain forever the same. Because true love never disappears, even when oceans stand in between. It simply waits patiently for the moment two souls reunite again.
Soul now feels like a restless bird, its wings set free, yet its body still trapped inside a golden cage. Everything around me shines beautifully, but somehow I still cannot breathe. Luxury means nothing when the heart remains imprisoned, and all I truly long for is the endless open sky. I want to escape far beyond these silent walls, into the wide embrace of life, where freedom finally calls. Tonight the jazz piano plays softly, like a lonely confession after midnight, while the saxophone drifts through smoke and rain, carrying pieces of my soul into the night. And suddenly, for the first time in so long, I begin to taste the sweetness of simply being alive. The universe feels closer now, its beauty pouring through my veins, washing away old sorrow like warm summer rain. Enough, enough of all the suffering, enough carrying invisible wounds, hidden behind polite smiles and empty rooms. I've spent too many years drowning quietly inside sadness, trying to survive inside expectations that never truly belong to me. But now is my time. Now I wanna live freely. I want my heart to finally speak, to pour out every buried feeling to someone who understands the language of a wounded spirit. Because my soul belongs to art, to music, to midnight poetry and fragile dreams, like an old jazz melody, too emotional to explain. Perhaps that is why I have always felt hope someday my friends will understand that behind every silence lives a storm of emotion, and behind every melody lives a soul trying to heal. The trumpet cries low and beautiful, the piano answers tenderly, and somewhere beneath the city lights my spirit finally begins to breathe. No more chains hidden behind gold, no more pretending to feel complete. I only want a simple freedom to live honestly and let my soul create in peace. So if you hear my music drifting through rainy streets late at night, know that every note carries the sound of someone finally learning how to fly.
As gentle as the morning dew, that was the moment I chose you, my love. Beneath the golden break of dawn, your beauty made the whole world new. Your lips were crimson like blooming flowers, softly scented like evening rain, and every breath that drifted from you wrapped itself around my soul again. Your hair fell freely on your shoulders, like midnight silk beneath the light, while the old guitar kept softly singing through the quiet warmth of night. Oh darling, the way you smiled completely ruined me, like the sweetest jazz melody, floating slowly through candle smoke and wine. The sound of the guitar trembled softly, tender as wind across the trees, as green and peaceful as summer meadows, dancing beneath the silver breeze. And the love inside my chest burned brighter with every glance, a fire wrapped in tenderness, a timeless, slow, romantic dance. So let me kiss you gently tonight, my beautiful, untouched heart, and let this moment live forever before the stars and dawn us part. Come fly away beside me, darling. Leave every fear and shadow behind. For every road I walk from now on only has meaning if you are mine. My love for you burns like sunlight, warm enough to heal the cold, yet soft as morning winds in springtime, too delicate for hands to hold. The saxophone begins to whisper, the piano answers low and blue, while the city sleeps beneath the rain, and all my thoughts belong to you. Your eyes shine brighter than the moonlight, your touch feels sweeter than old wine, and every second near your heartbeat makes eternity feel close tonight. If heaven ever sent a miracle, surely it arrived through you, wrapped in perfume, music and silence, beneath the tender morning dew. So stay here close within my arms, where our lonely hearts find peace, and let this endless jazz romance never fade, never cease. Down in a valley stained with sorrow, covered in mud and fading light, that is where you stand now, lost somewhere between darkness and night. And still I can hardly believe it. Once I admired you like a beautiful melody, like a timeless jazz song drifting softly through smoke. A soul so full of wonder and fire, no sadness could ever seem to choke. Even now, after everything, a part of me still waits for you, still hoping somewhere beneath the ruin, the person I once loved remains true. Why did life carry you this far away? No, don't answer. Some wounds become too deep for words to say. The piano plays low in the distance, its notes falling slow like rain, while a lonely trumpet trembles softly with a sound of old heartbreak and pain. And sometimes I imagine taking your trembling hand again, leading you back toward the sunlight, away from all this sorrow and shame. Back to the days when laughter still lived brightly in your eyes, back before the world grew colder and buried your dreams beneath lies. So leave behind the broken memories, forget the shadows chasing you. Let the past dissolve like midnight smoke into skies once clear and blue. Pretend it was only the wind passing, a storm already gone away. Not every mistake deserves to haunt a soul forever each day. Tell me, how long will you continue like this? Do you truly wish to remain inside this endless loneliness? Because somewhere deep inside your silence, I still hear the person you used to be, and that fragile echo keeps reminding me, not all fallen hearts are beyond remedy. The rain outside keeps falling gently, streetlights shimmer golden and gray, and every jazz note through the darkness still carries your name away. Maybe redemption comes slowly, maybe broken souls can heal. Maybe love is not about perfection, but believing wounds can still become real. So if one night you finally grow tired of running from your own reflection, come back before it's too late, before regret becomes your only direction. And perhaps beneath the fading moonlight, with old jazz songs drifting above, we can sit together once more and remember the meaning of love. Tonight I write this song for you, beneath the glow of midnight blue. Though these words may not be perfect, every note still carries truth. A lonely piano softly trembles while the rain falls slow outside, and somewhere through the smoky silence, your memory stays alive. I wrote these verses to remind you of the promises you once made, the whispers spoken in the darkness before distance pulled us away. There is only one thing I ask of you. Please don't ever forget my name, even if years keep passing slowly and life no longer feels the same. No matter what this world may bring, please keep your heart forever strong. Don't let sweet and poisonous voices lead your fragile soul wrong. Temptation walks beside us, dressed in words both smooth and kind. But true love is not easily broken by wandering hearts or restless minds. So hold tightly to our memories, to the nights beneath the stars, to every trembling jazz confession we shared inside those candlelit bars. The saxophone cries low and tender, like longing drifting through the dark, while every note becomes another letter written from my lonely heart. Years have passed since we were together, yet it feels far longer than time, like an endless winter without your laughter, without your hand resting in mine. 1,000 nights have come and faded, and still my soul returns to you, because some loves are far too sacred to disappear the way others do. Girl, the one my heart still calls its own, even oceans and years between us cannot make this love move on. So if someday you hear soft jazz floating gently through the rain, think of me beside the window, still whispering your name. And know this truth until forever, no matter how far life may roam, my love has never left your side and never found another home. long as we continue living like this, there will never be a peaceful melody between your heart and mine. The warmth we once defended has slowly turned into silence, and every moment together now feels like a beautiful lie we keep alive. Our smiles have become performances, our laughter only part of the act, like two lonely strangers pretending nothing has cracked. The jazz piano keeps playing softly, but even the music sounds tired tonight. As cigarette smoke curls through the darkness beneath pale cafe lights. Once, love between us tasted sweet, so sweet that we lost ourselves inside it, drifting too far into dreams we thought would never end. But somewhere along the way, affection became obligation, and tenderness slowly faded into quiet frustration. Still, I keep trying to stay beside you, even when our hearts walk different roads, even when every conversation feels heavier than before. There are nights I sit alone in silence, listening to the rain against the glass, wondering if love can survive after too much pain has passed. Yet I continue searching again and again for the gentlest path forward, for a way to save what remains, because I do not want us to become another tragic memory, another old jazz song played only for lonely souls at midnight. I search for a road without regret, without tears left falling in the dark, a place where two tired hearts can finally breathe without breaking apart. The saxophone cries low beside me, like sorrow wrapped in blue, while every note keeps whispering, I still don't wanna lose you. Maybe love is not always fireworks, not always endless ecstasy. Sometimes love is simply choosing to stay through uncertainty. And though we are wounded, though we barely understand each other now, a small part of me still believes we can heal somehow. So before the final
courage to speak honestly through the fear. Because the saddest kind of heartbreak is not the moment two people part, but when they stay together too long, after love has already left the heart.
At last you came again, touching two lonely souls. Yours and mine, beneath the midnight sky. The city lights were glowing softly, rain falling slow against the blue, while somewhere in a quiet jazz cafe, a lonely trumpet sang for you. Love, what a beautiful story you carry. Because this world feels empty and cold, whenever your warmth disappears. Without you, even crowded streets feel silent, and every song becomes unfinished. Without someone to hold near. But love must always be handled gently, for the same arms that bring happiness can also leave the deepest scars. A single kiss can heal the darkness, a single goodbye can destroy the stars, and every heart that dares to love must someday survive its wars. Still, for you, my dearest, for the love I endlessly long for, I would cross every lonely midnight just to remain beside your heart. The piano whispers low and tender, like candles flickering through the rain, while saxophone melodies wrap around us like pleasure mixed with pain. There is nothing more beautiful than sincere affection born from truth, a sacred kind of love, too pure for time to ever lose. Nothing shines with greater wonder than hearts united honestly, where every silence feels like music and every touch becomes poetry. Because real love is not only passion, not merely fire beneath the moon. It is choosing someone completely, even after every flower stops blooming. And when you finally understand how sacred true love can be, the whole world suddenly changes into one endless jazz melody. So tonight, let the rain keep falling, let the midnight orchestra play, while two hearts drift slowly together in a timeless blue ballet. Love, beautiful and dangerous, tender and wild, yet still the most precious thing a lonely soul can ever find.
Am I only dreaming tonight? Or have you truly changed before my eyes? Even standing close beside me, you feel so distant inside. The rain keeps falling past the window, soft jazz echoes through the room, yet somehow in the warmth around us, I still feel consumed by gloom. Where is the laughter I once loved? The sparkle hidden in your smile? Where is the playful way you held me and made the darkest nights worthwhile? The tenderness, my darling? Where is the love you used to show? The sweet affection in your whisper that only you could make me know. You are no longer the same person, not the soul I used to hold. And somewhere between silence and goodbye, your heart has quietly turned cold. The piano drifts through smoky midnight. The trumpet sighs in shades of blue, while I sit here slowly realizing I no longer recognize you. I see it in the way you dress now, the way you stare beyond my face, like someone trying to erase Your touch no longer feels the same, and every word between our lips now sounds unfamiliar when you say my name. Maybe time has changed us both. Maybe love simply fades away, because truthfully, I know I am not who I used to be, either today. The person who once loved without fear has disappeared somewhere in the pain, leaving behind this lonely version, standing helpless in the rain. Now I finally understand, my darling, what my heart refused to see. You are no longer who you were, and perhaps neither am I. Still the saxophone keeps crying softly as midnight slips into dawn, and the ghosts of our old romance keep dancing after love is gone. So tonight I let the silence answer what words can no longer hide. Sometimes two people keep standing together long after love has died.
First met you, darling, beneath the glow of the evening rain, didn't I ask you softly if loving me would someday bring you pain? The old jazz piano kept playing slowly while candle shadows danced in blue, and through the smoke-filled midnight silence my trembling heart reached out to you. I asked you then with honest eyes, will you grow tired of me one day? Will you regret the road beside me when the beauty starts to fade away? Because love is more than sweet beginnings, more than moonlight, wine and flame. Love must survive the hidden scars, that every lonely soul became. And yes, you were not the first to touch my life. Another heart once lived inside me, long before your gentle voice became the home surrounding me. But nothing from those distant memories could ever stand against what's true, because every broken piece within me slowly learned to heal through you. So tonight I leave my heart uncovered, no secrets hidden in the dark, no lies between our whispered promises, no shadows buried in my heart. Everything now rests within your hands. This is who I truly am. With all my flaws, my past, my sorrow, and every dream I still defend, I will honor whatever choice you make, even if goodbye becomes your song. Because forcing love to stay forever would only make a beautiful thing wrong. Before our footsteps wander farther, before our souls become too deep, tell me now what your heart is feeling, even if the truth will make me weak. The saxophone cries softly through the midnight, like memories refusing to fade, while rain slides down the lonely windows of the cafe where we stayed still. If you choose to walk beside me, I will love you endlessly, with every heartbeat wrapped in honesty, until eternity. And if one day this love should break, at least we loved without disguise, because the saddest kind of romance is the one built upon beautiful lies. First night I met you, beneath the glow of rainy city lights. Didn't I quietly ask you, darling, if you were truly ready for this life? I remember the jazz piano playing softly, the room wrapped in velvet blue, while I searched your eyes for honesty before giving all my heart to you. I asked you then, will you someday grow disappointed? Will you regret walking beside me? Will loving someone like me become too heavy to carry? Because the truth is, you were not the first to touch my soul. Another love once lived inside me, long before your gentle hands found the broken pieces left in me. But every shadow from the past I placed honestly before your heart, hoping we could build forever without secrets tearing us apart. So now tonight, beneath this silence, with saxophones crying through the dark, I ask you once again sincerely, do you still want this love of ours? Everything is in your hands now. This is who I truly am. No disguises beneath the candlelight, no lies hidden in trembling hands. I will respect whatever choice you make, even if it tears my world apart. Because love should never become a prison for someone uncertain in their heart. Before we wander too far together, before forever becomes too deep, tell me now what your soul is feeling. Even if the truth will make me weep, outside the midnight rain keeps falling, silver rivers down the glass, while old jazz melodies remind me that nothing beautiful ever fully lasts still. If you choose to stay beside me, I will love you honestly, with every scar, every fragile memory, and every imperfect piece of me. So speak tonight before the dawn comes, before these moments disappear. Because between two hearts in love, the only thing we cannot keep fear is hidden fear.
I will walk the quiet roads alone tonight, searching for silence far away from you, because somewhere inside this broken heart I promised myself we were finally through. The morning fog hangs low around me, covered in cold and silver dew, and every breath beneath the dawn feels frozen by the memory of you. A lonely piano echoes softly from a distant smoke-filled bar, while tired trumpet melodies follow me beneath the fading stars. You were the one who left these scars, buried deep inside my soul. The one who filled my hands with promises, then left me standing in the cold. You, the one I loved so endlessly, the one I trusted with my life, turned all the warmth inside my heart into bitterness and endless nights. The streets are empty in the early morning, only rain and shadows remain, and every step away from you still trembles softly with pain. I remember how your voice once sounded, gentle as midnight jazz and wine. Now every word you ever whispered feels like poison dressed divine. The fog keeps drifting through the silence, wrapping slowly around my skin, as if the world itself already knows the war still raging deep within. How could the one I loved completely become the reason I can't breathe? How could forever disappear so easily beneath the sea? cries low and aching, like a soul refusing sleep. And every note becomes another wound. Your memory carved too deep. Still, I keep walking through the coldness, trying to leave your ghost behind. But some loves linger like old jazz songs that never truly leave the mind. So let this lonely dawn decide what remains of me tonight. Because somewhere between love and hatred, I lost the strength to fight.
To the desert I will follow you, to the frozen north I will stay beside you. Through life and death, forever together. That was the promise you whispered, while tears trembled in our eyes. And beneath the midnight sky, we believed love could never die. We cried together in tenderness, we laughed like the world was ours, while old jazz melodies drifted softly through smoke and candlelit bars. But now, what happened to those promises? Why do they feel so far away? You walk past everything we built, like it meant nothing today. And the cruelest wound of all, you held another in front of me, as if my heart were invisible, as if my soul could not bleed. The piano falls into broken silence, each note heavy with despair, while the trumpet cries through darkness like a prayer unanswered in the air. Oh God, show me where I went wrong. Tell me the sins I failed to see, because she made forever sound so easy, then destroyed it just as easily. How simple it was for you to promise, how simple it was to let me fall, leaving me alone with shattered memories,
endless nights to carry stories once untold. Cruel, so unbearably cruel. Painful, so painfully beautiful. The saxophone whispers your name slowly, like smoke dissolving into blue. And every midnight rain that touches me still somehow feels like you. Outside, the city lights keep glowing, but inside me all colors fade, because the one who promised forever was the one who walked away. Still, even after all this heartbreak, a part of me remains the same, still loving you through every silence, still breaking every time you're named. Thing that ever happened, and the deepest wound I ever knew.
crescent moon lies broken across the quiet midnight floor, while fading stars above the city no longer shine the way before. I walk these empty streets without direction, lost beneath the neon glow. A soul once blinded by temptation, now drowning in the weight of sorrow. The jazz piano moves so slowly, soft as smoke inside the rain, while every trumpet cry beside me sounds like calling out your name. I wanna come home to your arms again, to heal the wounds I left behind, because now I finally understand the pain I carved into your heart and mind. And I know no apology could fully erase the tears you hid so gracefully, or the nights you silently suffered while still believing in me. So give me one last chance to stay. Oh,
'Cause even if forgiveness never comes, I deserve the loneliness inside.
I saw sincere tears fall gently along the corner of your lips, yet inside your beautiful clear eyes, no hatred ever seemed to exist.
That kindness hurts me even deeper, knowing how badly I betrayed the purest love I ever held for temporary shadows that fade.
Now I ask myself in silence,
am I still worthy of your side? Or did I lose forever the place where my soul belonged to hide? Let the moon speak for itself tonight. Let the stars become our witness that I will never hurt you again, as long as there is breath within my chest.
the saxophone cries low and tender, like regret that cannot sleep, while candlelight across your face makes every memory cut deep. No more suffering after this moment, no more tears falling in the dark. I would rather lose myself completely than ever break your fragile heart. Outside the rain keeps falling softly, silver rivers through the blue, and every lonely jazz note whispers, my forever still belongs to you.
Where can I find you now? When every night feels so alone, I sit beneath the midnight silence, crying with a broken soul. The world keeps turning slowly, but nothing shines the way it used to do. Since the day you left this life behind and took a part of me with you. My heart still longs to see you, even if only for a little while. So tonight I sing this lonely jazz song, just hoping you can hear it somehow. For my beloved father, I sing beneath the pale moonlight, though tears keep falling softly down my face tonight. Father, please listen to me. I still need your comforting voice, even if we can only meet again inside a dream without noise. The piano plays so warm and fragile, like memories fading through blue smoke, while the trumpet cries through midnight. With every word I never spoke, the days continue changing, but none feel beautiful anymore. Without your laughter in the hallway, or your footsteps near the door, I watch the rain upon my window, silver rivers in the dark, and every drop reminds me of the emptiness inside my heart. Please come tonight inside my dreaming, sit beside me one more time. Let me hear you call my name again, like old melodies, soft and kind. For you, my dearest Father, I will always sing this song, even when my voice is trembling and the nights feel far too long. The saxophone whispers gently, like your spirit passing near, and for a moment in the silence, I almost feel you here. Though life moves on without mercy, and seasons slowly drift away, your love remains inside my soul, every night and every day. So if heaven hears these lonely notes, please let my message fly. Tell my father I still miss him, and still wait for him every night.
The midnight wind was blowing softly, cold enough to shake the soul, brushing gently across your beauty, one last time before letting go. The city lights were dim and fading, rain clouds drifted through the blue, and somewhere far beyond the silence, a lonely trumpet cried for you. I moved a little closer to you, but you answered only with a smile, a quiet trembling curve upon your lips that stayed with me all the while. That smile, it became the final memory you left behind for me to keep, like an old jazz melody at midnight, too beautiful and sad to sleep. The wind kept roaring through the darkness, shaking leaves along the road, while nature stood there as a witness to the love we could no longer hold. Beneath the restless sky of evening, you surrendered heart and soul, and I watched helpless as forever slip beyond my control. The piano drifted low and mournful, soft as tears no one could hide, while the saxophone wrapped around me like your ghost still by my side. And even when this life grows older, until my final breath is gone, the ache of losing you completely will continue lingering on, because now the night wind keeps on moving, never stopping, never still, carrying your name across the darkness, beyond the distant hills. Oh, midnight wind, please carry me gently to wherever her spirit has flown. Let me find her beyond the shadows, so she will never be alone. Outside the rain begins to whisper, street lights glow in silver haze, And somewhere through the sleepless heavens, your memory still remains.
Though your hands no longer hold me, though your voice has disappeared,
every midnight wind that touches me feels like you are still here.
It's been such a long time since we went our separate ways, and somehow I feel you are no longer alone tonight.
My life has changed as well. Another heart now fills the emptiness. Yet somewhere beneath my quiet smile, your memory still remains.
You never need to know how deeply I still miss you, because perhaps by now you've already found your happiness.
But if one night you happen to hear this lonely jazz song, then know the truth. I still ache for you more than words belong.
The piano drifts softly through midnight smoke. The saxophone cries low and blue, and every trembling note tonight still carries echoes of you.
Maybe it's wrong to keep dreaming of your face, because you are no longer the person I once embraced.
Still, no matter how hard I try, this forbidden longing refuses to disappear. Like rain against an old cafe window, whispering memories into my ear. Even though this longing hurts me deeply, I'll keep it buried far inside, hidden beneath polite laughter, where secret heartbreaks quietly hide.
So let me hold back this love I can no longer show, a forbidden yearning the world can never know.
You never need to understand the silence inside my soul, because perhaps your life now has already become whole. But if someday these lyrics reach your heart, Please believe me when I say
no distance, no passing years have truly taken you away.
the trumpet trembles gently, like old wounds refusing to heal, while candlelight flickers slowly across emotions we still feel.
Though I try to lock these feelings away, though I try to let them die,
every melody reminds me of the tears we never cried.
I hide this longing deep inside my heart,
praying no one else can see, because some loves become forbidden, even when they never cease to be.
so let me keep it silent,
Let me bury it alone,
like unfinished jazz melody,
still searching for a home.
this forbidden longing for you
Will remain with me forever. The rain keeps falling through the midnight, the city glows in shades of blue, and every lonely jazz refrain tonight still sounds like I belong with you.
Though fate has taken us elsewhere, and time has changed what we once knew,
somewhere beneath these endless stars, our hearts still remember the truth.
Raindrops fell softly around us the night we stood together alone, and through the coldness of the evening I moved closer to your warmth. City lights shimmered through the rainfall, silver dancing on the street, while distant jazz from an old cafe turned the moment bittersweet. Your body slowly leaned beside mine, and in the silence we became one. No words were needed between us. Beneath the quiet midnight sun, only our eyes kept speaking softly. Though my heart was trembling deep, I lowered my gaze in shy surrender to the love we could not keep hidden. The piano played warm and tender, velvet drifting through the blue. And every note became a memory of nights belonging only to you. I remember how beautiful our love felt, how perfectly our souls aligned, like rain and music meeting together inside one heartbeat through time. My spirit drifted far beyond reason, floating somewhere above the night, unable to speak from overwhelming love, burning softly beneath the light. Only our eyes confess the feelings words could never fully explain, as the saxophone cried through the darkness, like pleasure wrapped inside the rain. There is only one road before us, one path leading toward tomorrow, where two hearts learn to hold each other beyond loneliness and sorrow. Just one more step toward forever, one more dream left to pursue, breaking every wall between us until nothing remains but you. So tonight, beneath the stormy heavens, I swear this promise from my soul: no other name could ever shine brighter, no other love could make me whole. The upright bass hums low beside us, soft as thunder far away, while candlelight and falling rain turn this night into forever's place. And even when the dawn arrives to wash these midnight stars away, I will still carry your beautiful name inside my heart always. Tonight I read your blue letter slowly, its pages stained with falling tears, while midnight rain touched my window like echoes from forgotten years. Every word cut deep in silence, every line carried goodbye, You said I never loved you truly. You said I lived beneath a lie. Perhaps I cannot blame your leaving, or the anger in your heart, because once trust begins to shatter, even love can fall apart. The piano trembles through the darkness, soft and broken, warm and low, while lonely saxophone reflections move like smoke through candle glow. But everything I had within me, didn't I already give to you? Every dream, every fragile heartbeat, every promise I once knew. And if you wanted this red heart completely, I would open my chest tonight, just to prove the love I carried was always yours beneath the light. So please don't hurt this weary soul again. Don't leave more scars upon a heart already drowning in pain. Please have mercy on this fragile love, on someone who still whispers your name. To the lonely stars above, the roses once burned bright and crimson, now their petals fade to gray, like a beautiful love slowly dying, as the colors drift away. Outside, the city lights grow colder, rain slides silver down the glass, while old jazz melodies keep playing for a romance that could not last. Still, I release you with tenderness, though my tears refuse to hide, because loving someone deeply sometimes means letting them say goodbye. So farewell now, my darling. Walk wherever your heart must go. I'll remain here with the midnight blues and memories glowing soft and low. The trumpet sighs one final sorrow, the piano slowly fades from view, and somewhere inside the silence, A part of me still belongs to you. Restless and nervous, I waited there alone in the quiet corner of the schoolyard, where you promised you would come. The afternoon moved slowly, golden sunlight through the trees, while distant laughter filled the hallways, carried softly by the breeze. I stole away just to see you, even if only for a while, trading rules and borrowed time for the chance to see your smile. The jazz piano played so gently, like memories dressed in blue, turning young and fragile moments into something warm and true. I felt embarrassed, almost foolish, standing there without a sound. Even the little red ants on the wall seemed to watch me from the ground. They marched in perfect tiny lines, as if asking silently, what are you doing here alone? Waiting so impatiently. I smiled and whispered softly, trying not to look insane. I'm waiting for the one I love. Please don't ask me to explain. Strange how love can feel so simple, yet impossible to forget. Like an old jazz song at twilight, still echoing in my chest, because nothing shines more beautifully than those school day afternoons, when hearts were young and fearless, beneath the sleepy moon. No story ever felt so perfect, no memory burns so bright as secret love inside the classroom, and stolen glances late at night. The saxophone cries softly through the evening, warm as rain on window panes, while old lockers and empty hallways still whisper both our names. Maybe life keeps moving forward, taking innocence away, but somewhere lives that younger version of us laughing in the hallway. And even now, through years of distance, one truth still comforts me: the sweetest love I've ever known began beside those schoolyard trees. No season was ever more beautiful than those days we used to know, and no romance will ever replace our story long ago.
I still keep your letters, darling, the ones you sent from far away. Each fragile page still carries the love you could not say face to face. Between the lines I hear your heartbeat, your longing wrapped in every word, like distant jazz across the midnight, too beautiful to go unheard. The nights feel longer without you. Every hour moves slow like rain, and every quiet window holds another memory of your name. So keep your longing safe, my darling. Don't give your heart to someone new. For every promise that we whispered still belongs to me and you. The piano plays soft through the darkness, blue notes drifting through the air, while the saxophone keeps calling, as if somehow you were there. Let us meet inside our dreams tonight, where no distance keeps us apart. still reach for mine and heal the ache inside my heart. Let us dance beneath dreamlike moonlight, slowly wrapped in sweet embrace, losing ourselves inside forever, with your lips against my face. Outside, lonely city lights are fading. Rain slides gently down the glass, but inside these sleepless midnight hours, our love still quietly lasts. The upright bass hums warm and tender, like a heartbeat deep and low, and every trumpet cry reminds me that true love never lets go. So guard your longing for me, darling, as I keep every piece of you, because beyond oceans, beyond silence, my soul still belongs to you. And somewhere between sleep and morning, where memories softly run, we will meet again in dreams, still forever one.